Hello and welcome to another installation of Motivating Moments. I am your motivator for the week. My name is Pastor Gary Bush. Thank you for tuning in as we examine the word of the Lord for our work week. Here in the month of April, we're speaking from this theme, the challenge to follow. And we found that theme in the book of St. Matthew, chapter number 16 and verse number 24. And it reads, "Then Jesus said unto his disciples, If any man will come after me, let him deny himself and take up his cross and follow me." And so a challenge is an invitation to a conflict or a contest. Jesus has invited us to engage in the things that are contrary to the world as we follow him. And he gave us three specific things. He said that we have to deny ourselves, we have to take up our own cross, and then we have to follow him in denial of ourselves with a cross and go after him. So today I want to talk about denying yourself, which is always a challenge for us as believers in Jesus Christ, because it takes resistance for us not to satisfy our own desires. Jesus became obedient, forgot about his own will, and did the Father's will. And as followers of Jesus Christ, we have to do the same thing. We have to resist those things that would satisfy our flesh. Things like chocolate, extra sleep when it's time to get up, the tendency to sit down when we should be working. Those are things that we have to deny ourselves to do the will of the Lord. The Bible says that the carnal mind is not subject to the law of God, neither indeed can be. And so anything that the flesh would desire that agrees with the world, we have to deny ourselves. Okay, so we have to deny those fleshly impulses. We have to deny the opportunity to hit people back if they hit us. We have to deny the tendency to speak all of our mind.
Two nothings is nothing. That's mathematics, son. You can argue with me, but you can't argue with figures. Two half nothings is a whole nothing.
If I'm a rooster, I hope to be struck by... Well, let's put it another way.
Because a wise man keeps it in and talks about it afterwards. In other words, anything to satisfy the desire of our flesh that doesn't please God, we have to deny and refuse that. And so I want to encourage you this week. God has given you weapons to deny yourself and resist. God hasn't given you the spirit of fear, but you have the spirit of power, love, and sound mind. And then you have the armor of God to resist the tendencies of the flesh. And so I encourage you, use the armor, use the spirit, use the wisdom, so that we can be pleasing to the Lord. As always, I'm Pastor Gary Bush. Have a wonderful week. I'll see you next week.